So I wanted to do a Chakra movie review with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, okay, so basically you should know what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, what the movie is, the genre, the brands, hopefully. If not, you can look it up, you know, on YouTube if you're younger. But this video is going to be more talking about chakras, what they are, the healing, and then relating it to the movie's characters, the different turtles. The different turtles they represent different chakras, basically. So, okay, let me start from the beginning. What is a chakra? A chakra is a energy wheel that supposedly is lined up within your body, certain energy zones that collect in certain places, and it's what gives you the energy to do a lot of your biochemical functions. And if you want to take it higher, you can access this energy into using your light body, into doing more like astral travel, psychic powers. That's something totally different, right? But if you're on a more, you know, let's like regular level, you need to have energy balanced in your chakra zones just so you can feel healthy. So starting with the first chakra, the red chakra. The red chakra is the base chakra. In the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we have the turtle Raphael. Raphael is the red turtle. He is what represents that base chakra, that the family. The red chakra is the family. It's the foundation. If you notice in the movie or the show, because they had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show, it's still based similarly on the movie. He represents the family. He goes out a lot. Like, he's always on his bike, he's on foot, he's always prowling the streets at night. So he is like that turtle that protects the family. So someone who has a high red chakra, red base chakra, is someone who does a lot of physical activity. You have a lot of vitality, a lot of energy, a lot of courage, a lot of bravery. If your red chakra, which is at your base, which is at the spine, if you don't have a lot of that energy, then maybe you might feel scared a lot. You might not have a lot of courage or a lot of fight in you to protect yourself and your loved ones. It's what happens. Or you might not have enough energy to go and find work. You know what I mean? A lot of times people who have depleted base chakra, red chakras, they're having money issues. So it is tied directly to like money, family, home, business. It's that entrepreneur energy to just get up and go, right? So Ralph does represent that. And okay, so we'll go back to him later, but that's the first chakra, is Ralph. So moving up from like the base chakra, which is, you know, your tailbone, or if you want to look at it like your feet, we go up from the base, which is the red, to the second chakra, which is it's the color orange, is more of the reproductive area for men and women. That energy is like gold orange. That chakra represents creativity, sexuality, rightly so, creativity, because reproduction, we bring life into this world through that chakra. So that chakra ties in with Michelangelo. Now, Michelangelo is the turtle that wears the orange. Now you notice like their bandanas, their, what do you call it, like their ninja straps around their eyes, they have the colors there. So Ralph is the one with the red face mask. Michelangelo, the second chakra, he has the orange face mask. So if you notice, he's the turtle, if you watch the series or the movie, he's a turtle who's always partying. He eats pizza. I don't know if do they drink beer? I don't know. But he would be that turtle that have party, pizza, beer. He's always goofing around on the skateboard. He's always joking. He's always having fun. He's kind of like the nonchalant, non-serious turtle of the bunch. With Michelangelo, they, when their brothers are like serious or frustrated, he comes in and he has like that joyful, like playful energy. Come on, guys, let's like, and they love him for it. They don't really take him too serious. They can't get mad at him too long. So that's a good idea of what that second chakra is about. If you have a strong second chakra, you're probably going to be like the life of the party, or wherever you are, at work, you know, people just love being around you. You just don't, you don't take life too serious. You're just kind of like, if you're in that zone all the time, you're just kind of like a fun person or whatever. So when the chakra is balanced, yeah, you should feel that. If you don't have that in balance, maybe you're indoors too much. If you have a weak second chakra, maybe you're not as playful, you're kind of rigid, too stern, maybe too serious. And it's like all work and no play makes you a dull person, right? That's kind of like, you know, the second chakra. Like if you're not having enough fun, it's unhealthy for you, and it's unhealthy for the quality of your work too. So second chakra relates to fun, creativity, playfulness, joy, Michelangelo. So okay, so moving along, now we go up to the third chakra, which is usually right below like the heart. It's kind of like the top of the stomach, top of the like belly. Definitely, yeah, definitely, like I want to say it's like right, I don't know, it's like right here. This would be like the third chakra. That is your solar plexus. That is the color yellow. They don't have the yellow turtle, but I was meditating on this and I was thinking, like, you know what, Splinter, he would fit the bill. Splinter, the rat, or the teacher, or the father of the Ninja Turtles, he has to me like a yellow aura, the yellow energy, because he's their teacher. Yellow is definitely that symbol of enlightenment, of wisdom, and Splinter definitely has tons of wisdom. He was if you watch the movie The Origin Stories of Splinter, even as a young, you know, pet rat, he was watching his master with the martial arts, and he was learning it. So even before he became mutated, he was learning, as you know, he was learning all the moves. So he has tremendous wisdom, tremendous insight. Without Splinter, the turtles wouldn't really know what to do. They wouldn't have really a purpose. Like they go to him, like he teaches them everything, even when they don't want to listen. Like he definitely is the one to help them with knowledge. So someone with a balanced yellow solar plexus, they're gonna know a great deal of things, or they'll definitely come off as people who are pretty confident. You know what I mean? Like they'll have that energy. Well, I kind of done this enough times. They have that yellow energy. Like they kind of feel good to be around too. So you know, you just know that, you know, they have something to teach you, and they usually are very helpful with information. They always kind of want to share what they know. That's someone who has like a healthy third chakra. They usually just want to help, you know, kind of selflessly, altruistically want to just give you information. If you don't have it in abundance, or if you have a lack of solar third chakra, yellow chakra, then you might not feel as confident of a person. You might suffer from issues of like self-esteem, lack of self-worth, insecurities. Like you might not have the strength to really kind of, I don't know, just be totally yourself. So definitely is important. Definitely important to have a strong, healthy solar plexus. So that's the first three chakras we just went through. So that's pretty intense. So okay, moving right along. So we go right to the heart chakra. The heart chakra is typically a green color. They also have variations of the heart chakra of being pink. That's you know, that's a little different. It's like an upper level chakra. But the green chakra of the heart energy is someone who has abundant life energy, someone who has a healing, like their heart is healing all the time. They're very truthful. They love people, animals. They love like nature probably. They just well-rounded, you know, with their heart. They have tremendous healing energy. There's no turtle with the green, but they're all green. If you think about it, all the turtles are green. So with that being said, I want to say like the color of green, even for the turtles, they're showing you the abundance of their life, because they started off really small and then they got the ooze. They all got mutated by the ooze and they became, you know, gigantic really. So it's kind of a symbol of how the heart chakra, when you have enough of it, or you have it in abundance, you're gonna have so much life in you. So they go from like really small turtles to like, you know, our height in the movies. So that's kind of a nice symbol of representing like the heart, the green, and it being like abundant in life force. That's what I can say about that. So, okay. And for those who have the pink heart chakras, those are usually the people who are more empathetic. It's not really common, but you might have like that type of heart that's very loving and very tender. So as opposed to a heart that has a lot of life force and a lot of healing energy, you might have a lot of loving energy, and when people are around you, you know, they just feel loved. You know what I mean? That's really nice, right? You just feel love around these people. So if you don't have the energy in the heart chakra, if it's depleted, you can really have health problems all around. You have a lot of spiritual problems that translate into physical problems, and the heart chakra is so important for our health and for the current stream of energy to go up and down our bodies. Like, the heart chakra is the mediator. It helps, you know, translate the energies from the top of our chakra all the way down to our base. So you definitely need to have your heart always in balance, because it is a major communicator for all the energies to connect up. And so you can just, you know, feel like feel more like a person. You feel more connected to your body, be able to feel life, be able to feel life from other people. And it's a better experience. Without that energy, you could probably just feel depressed. You know what I mean? That's just pretty much to say, you just feel kind of just sad all the time, or maybe you don't feel anything at all. It's very hard to not have this healed. It feels off. So once we get from the heart, we get to the throat chakra. That's the color blue. Now, I like the color blue. That's my color, my favorite color, my base aura color. Blue for the turtles is Leonardo. Okay, Leonardo, he is that blue turtle that strategizes. He's the turtle that plans out all their missions, and that coincides with the throat. Blue is the color of communication, being able to plan, be able to think, plan ahead, and Leonardo does that very well for his brothers. So he strategizes everything. When he gets the mission from Donatello, I'm about to tell you about Donatello, but Donatello is that purple turtle. He would be like the crown, representing the crown chakra. Donatello gets the master plan of information for the turtles because he's always into computers, but then he has to give it to Leonardo, the throat, so who plans out all their missions, strategizes, this is the best way we're going to do the mission, and then everything goes from there. Honestly, I want to say it's kind of off real quick. It's kind of off for the turtles because really Raphael is supposed to be a leader. He's the base chakra, the red chakra. He's supposed to be the team leader and tell the turtles what to do. But if you watch the movie and the series, it's always Leonardo, the blue turtle. They always go to him for leadership. And then why is that? That's a deeper mystery I may or may not get into in this video, but basically red is just a good energy for cohesion, family cohesion, group cohesion, and they really should be getting orders from Raphael. There are a couple of episodes in the show where Raphael does take leadership, and he just has a better effect with his brothers, and that's true for like our base chakras. When we got all our chakras in order and balance, and we got our base chakra in order, like, yeah, you should be able to do pretty much anything, manifest anything, be well-rounded, people gravitate to you as a leader. Yeah, you be more effective in speaking and everything. So, but okay, so going back to Leonardo. So Leonardo, he is the planner. Yes, he's the communicator. When your throat is not in balance, you might have a hard time speaking. You might have a hard time thinking, planning things out. So, you know, it can get weak. Sometimes you might not have the energy to speak up for yourself or know how to communicate. If you have it in balance or have an abundance, you'll be a very avid speaker. You'll be a very good foreplanner and thinker and strategist. And so it really does help to have your throat chakra balanced. So getting to, okay, so I don't want to, So this right here is considered the sixth chakra, the third eye. So that color is normally like blue, indigo, purple. It depends on the person, really. I've seen a couple different color charts, but usually it goes from like indigo, like a blue, dark blue, purple kind of energy. I wouldn't say, I don't know, we have a turtle for that. I will say they have this girl turtle in the show called Shinobi. I would choose her for the sixth chakra, only because she's very spiritual. She is like the female shaman of the group. You gotta watch the show, because what's her name? I think it's not Shinobi. What am I saying? It's the only girl turtle they have, and she has a blue visor, kind of like Leonardo, but it's like lighter than that. It's like aqua, and they call her Venus on the show. I'm not sure of her actual name, but they end up just kind of renaming her, the turtles, so they just call her Venus de Milo, I think it is. But anyway, so I would say she's a sixth chakra, the third eye, because she's the experienced one with the dream walking. She does the dream walking for the turtles, and so that is related to the sixth chakra, and it's like the psychic powers. She does all that psychic stuff, and yeah, that visionary dream walking for them. She's very experienced with that, so I would choose her for the sixth chakra. If it's not balanced, then it's very hard to be clear in your thinking, like to, you know, have a more clear vision of what you want to do. It's hard to imagine things to come to fruition if this is not balanced. Yeah, so it's very hard to have inner sight if it's not balanced. If you have it balanced and you have a lot of it, you can actually tap into psychic abilities, or what you call intuition, and you can actually perceive things that are otherwise wouldn't be perceivable with the two eyes that you have, right? The inner sight, you're kind of seeing like a psychically spiritual things that your physical body can't perceive, but it's like you're tapping into a degree of the mind. So that's getting into like the other beyond reality type of consciousness. But yeah, you can do that. It's techniques to learn how to do that. So if you're just not going to do that and it's in balance, at the very least you should be able to use your imagination. It helps with being able to visualize things. Maybe you need to put a project together and you need to use your imagination of how you want it to look to better help you put the project together. Having this in balance, the sixth chakra, will help you to do that. So last chakra, the seventh chakra, the crown, the top of the head is purple. Sometimes I've seen, if it's not purple, it might be like a combination of it's like a fuchsia color, like a combination of red and purple, like a pink. I've seen that on the crown. Some people I've seen a yellow, you know, like a yellow crown or white. It can vary depending on the person's you know, style of thinking or their intention, right? But usually it is purple. Purple is that color of information, of expanding your consciousness. Purple is the higher ray in the spectrum of colors in the universe. When you get out into the universe, like, you're gonna have those feelings of what, dark purple, blue, and it's gonna be a mixture of that. So even though the universe might seem, the solar system might seem a little bit dark, it has energy. It has like higher rays of spectrum energy. So purple is definitely the expanded consciousness. Someone who has a balance or a high abundance of purple, they're usually pretty intelligent people. They know a lot of stuff. They're constantly just downloading information. I need to know. And that corresponds to Donatello. Donatello in the turtle group, he is always on the computer. If you ever, you know, you watch the show, the movie, he's always on the computer. He's putting together robots, technology. That's all he does. He is like the thinker, the tech guy, the research guy, the psychologist. He's got a couple of roles, but it's like all dealing with the mind. I mean, he goes out on missions with his brothers, but honestly, I think Donatello will be just fine if they left him in the sewer just doing all the research and they just called him on the phone. You know, he would be okay just doing it. But he's definitely the techie research guy. So purple is definitely a symbol of just like knowing a lot more, expanding your consciousness, going past the boundaries of what we think we know. So if you have a lack of crown, you might feel limited. You might feel stuck in your thinking or your knowledge. And, you know, not to say, you know, that's bad or anything, but you might not be able to have options or a different perspective on what to think about a certain thing. Having another option or another choice. You know, sometimes life could be so much better if you could see it a different way, and it could be a revelation. But if you don't have a lot of that energy, you might just feel stuck and feel frustrated in your mind. So it's really good to just balance that out. So that's basically all the chakras, and I believe it did 1 to 7, all the turtles. Of course, I had to make some exceptions with Splinter for the 3rd chakra. The 4th chakra, the heart green for all the turtles. And I think I mixed in that additional female turtle for the 6th chakra. Just trying to be creative, doing a Michelangelo. So you could get just an idea of all the chakra colors, the energy wheels that are in our bodies related to, you know, a favorite movie, you know, Showtime series is the Teenage Turtles. Everyone should love the Turtles, young or old. If you watch the series, it's the personalities and the camaraderie, and it's a good storyline. So watching that and, you know, listening to this video, it can really help you with the energy wheels of the body. And why would you know any of this? To know any of this is really just to balance yourself, have more of a healthy, well-rounded life. And yeah, just feel generally good all the time. And if you don't feel generally good in certain areas of your body, you can relate it to a chakra system and try to figure out ways to, you know, get that balanced. So hope that was informational for you, Donatello enough. Join my Claria. Have a blessed day.